2. Video description doesn't matter, fake news. YouTube factors your video description into its ranking algorithm, viewers use it to find out more about you, and Google displays it in their search results. So please spend the time to write a good one, it makes a massive difference. Here's a good format for a great video description. 1. Ideally it should be at least 150 words in length and have your target keyword worked naturally into it. 2. The first 2 sentences are the most important of the whole description, so brevity here is key. This is what gets shown below your video and in the video search results. Describe what you cover in the video or what makes it different to everything else. It's also a good idea to have a call to action in here too. 3. Add your primary call to action with a URL. 4. Follow this with additional information or links you mention in the video. 5. And lastly, add any other social media or website links for people to get in contact with you. Here's a template example. 3. Tag your tags to get your video found. Your tags are absolutely critical for the discoverability and rankability of your video. If you don't have good tags, your video's growth potential will be severely handicapped. You absolutely must spend the time to do your keyword research to ensure your tags match what people are actually searching for. Make sure you have these 3 tag categories covered. Specific tags, these are specific keywords that someone would type in as a search query like trout fishing lures. Contextual single word tags, these are keywords that describe your video's general field of interest, such as fishing, survival, or camping. Generic tags, these tags are simply general words that describe your video, such as DIY, hints. But remember to choose and prioritize them wisely because the tag field has a limit. YouTube only allows 500 characters for tags. 4. Popping thumbnails do matter. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's what your parents probably told you as a child, right? Well, the sad fact is that people will judge your video at first sight. And that usually means your video thumbnail. So don't leave it to chance. Your thumbnail will most often determine the success or failure of your video before anyone has ever watched it. So under no circumstances leave your thumbnail in the hands of YouTube's automatic thumbnail generator. Make your own, and make it good. Here are some general guidelines for creating irresistible thumbnails. Make it stand out. Your video is competing for people's attention and there is a lot of noise out there. Make them interesting, use bright vibrant colors, make the foreground high contrast to the background, include close-ups of faces if possible or other visually compelling imagery, and above all make sure it's clear and in focus. Canva is a great tool that makes creating eye-popping thumbnails drag and drop easy. Include text. Remember, as time goes by your video will get shared and embedded more and more around the internet. Well, that's the goal at least. However, many of the places it will end up won't display the video title in the post. In this case your thumbnail will need to pick up the slack. So it's a good idea to add some text when appropriate to your thumbnail to summarize your video's primary benefit and further entice the click. Aim for less than 4 words. Review your thumbnail at small scale. Before you upload your custom thumbnail, it's a good idea to check how it looks shrunk down to 120 by 68 pixels. This is the size it will appear in the related video's sidebar, so if you can't make out what it's supposed to be or clearly read the text at that size, it's worth working on until you can. Don't bait and switch. This one should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway. You should use graphics or screenshots from within your video or at least something close. Remember, your viewers probably click to watch your video because of your thumbnail, so if they don't see any content that resembles it, you'll just make them mad. For a more in-depth look into creating irresistible thumbnails, check out this post. Note, in order to be able to change your thumbnails you'll need to have verified your YouTube account. You can do that here.